Essentials is a 44-hour course that provides people with the skills to provide crisis intervention when somebody is experiencing trauma.
This was different than any other training I've ever taken. Very interactive, and it made me look at things a different way.
I really appreciated it. A lot of the information was something that I had little knowledge on, and so it allowed me to expand my horizons.
People should take the Essentials course who need to provide that crisis intervention as a part of the work that they do. Certainly victim advocates and social workers we know are providing crisis intervention, but other people who come in contact with victims of crime or people who've experienced trauma. So people who work at call centers, educators, even leaders in big business need to know about trauma and how to approach people in a trauma-informed way.
I think the explanation of what victims go through, the hormones that are being released when they're going through a traumatic situation, understanding the body's response to trauma, I think that's important for police officers to understand.
But when someone's completed that week-long training of the Essentials, they're going to get a certificate, and people can use that certificate to apply for their national credentialing with the National Organization of Victim Assistance. The course consists of 34 hours of live learning. So that's either going to be in the classroom here in our beautiful training center in Akron, Ohio, or it'll be in the virtual classroom. So that 34 hours of live interaction with students and instructors. We have a team of instructors that have varying background and experience, and will come in and basically on that first day teaching people the basics of crisis intervention using the National Organization of Victim Assistance model, and then the days that follow learning pieces of information about those particular types of trauma and how we can adapt that model to address those particular types of victimizations. And then we do a lot of hands-on practicing of our skills. Practicing of skills on our agenda is called putting our knowledge into practice. And we do this in a few different ways. So we don't just start off with, sitting down and someone hands you a scenario and you've got to do that one-on-one. That can be kind of intimidating for people. So we start off by breaking people into small groups and having discussion about particular scenarios that we have curated and are able to provide the students, real life situations that have happened where people have experienced a certain type of trauma or they're in crisis about something that's happening in their lives, and we do talk-throughs with that. So we say, how would we adopt the model to this? What are some things that we learned from class that we could utilize in this situation? And then we build up to using our skills to provide crisis intervention one-on-one.
I'll be the first to say that they help you tremendously. They're not always the most fun, definitely not the part that people enjoy the most, but afterwards you kind of sit back and go, wow, that helped me a lot.
I tend to be a more shy, introverted student, but being able to sit in with that and participate and observe from the fellow classmates, everybody made an effort to make it a safe space. There was no judgment.
It's a dialogue, and we're all learning. And that's what I love about the Essentials, is just how much learning takes place so that we're all better prepared to help people who've experienced trauma.